Okay, today we are talking about cryptocurrency. Um, Obviously, this thing's been put there by the government. Bitcoin has been. It's a government um, concept. Um, what I would call an inception by the government. This is planted by the government in order for us to take on board this idea of going to cryptocurrency. They know full well how to get into that technology and how to access all the information that's in there. I have no doubt about that. The guy, what was the guy's name that invented Bitcoin? Satoshi or something? Nako something or other. Anything with Saturn related, Sate at the start of it. You've got to, you just can't write this stuff. You just can't write it. I would steer clear of it. It's a big clue right there. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. The guy disappeared or something, didn't he? Shortly after it came out. You can't write it. The fact of the matter is, um, they've been leading us this way for quite some time now with credit cards, and then we move into online banking, and we're gradually getting to that point. Well, the idea is, and this is the real reason why they need it. Now, number one, yes, it's so much easier to control. They can cut your money supply off a lot easier, especially if everybody takes only cryptocurrency. You know, Once we get to that point, they've got ultimate control. There's another reason why they need to move to that, because what they would not like to admit to is the fact that they actually don't have any jurisdiction over these little pieces of paper, these little dollar bills that they issue. They actually have no or they don't have no jurisdiction over them. They don't have any authority to say to a man or a woman out there, you can't use those because that's our property. Well, you see, they can't really claim. It's the same with Washington D.C. That 10 square miles, they can't claim that. It's material. It's part of the world we live in. The same with those little pieces of cotton paper. They cannot claim those things because they can't claim ownership of anything that is material. They are fictitious entities. They cannot do that. But when we move to a cryptocurrency that's floating around there in virtual reality, now all of a sudden, well, they can claim full ownership of that. You know, it's different with the bank account, you see, because the bank account is essentially virtual. There's not a little box with your name. I'm not talking about deposit boxes here. There's not a little box in the bank with your name on it. When you deposit some money, they go and put it in there and hold it for you. This doesn't work like that. It's all made up on the computer. So they have full authorization over that made up stuff. You know, the same reason why you don't get the original copy of your birth certificate. They're not going to let you have that. That's stored off somewhere where nobody knows about it. The reason is because they can only have jurisdiction over the ideas that are on there. Okay? That actual piece of paper, whatever it is, has no authority over it, over anybody else. Anyway, this is the real reason why they need to go to crypto. Simply because that's the only way you can have some kind, it's just a better level of jurisdiction over things, It's as simple as that. Yeah, simple as that. And essentially, it's easier to control, and therefore easier to control people. But in the realms of the legal side of things, jurisdiction is everything. And they know right now the whole thing is a belief system, okay? And they have to maintain this idea that they have some kind of jurisdiction over things when they actually don't. And if everybody was to turn around tomorrow and say, hang on a minute, you actually don't have any jurisdiction over anything, do you? Because you're all imaginary. Things would be a lot different. Anyway, I can't really say much more about it. Um, you know, the obvious um, problems are there. The obvious things that are going to happen are there. You know, you're absolutely loony if you think that cryptocurrency is unhackable. Probably put there by the government. I would be about 99% sure of that in my own, you know. Right, anyway, that's the end of that one. Love it or whatever. Hate, whatever below. Ciao for now.